first on the Gulf Coast with breaking news and weather. Fox 10 Midday starts now.
Well, good morning to you and welcome into Fox 10 Midday. It's Tuesday, February 3rd. We're so glad you're spending some time with us today. I'm Ashley Mitchell.
Meteorologist Nicholas Herbosa. We've been talking about today's weather.
Yeah.
You say it's an improvement?
It feels nice. I mean, the sun is a little warm, dare I say.
I mean, this afternoon, a lot of locations getting up to 70 degrees. So that is.
Yeah.
We do have rain tonight and tomorrow morning. So as we wake up tomorrow, we're going to get rain. And then we have a cooler period on Thursday. But then we do go right back up to around 70
So definitely enjoy today. Looks like some folks behind us were as well. There's a boat right behind me coming down this way.
This is Dolphin Eye on the camera behind us. Really nice shot here. Let's look at some of those other camera shots right now. Orange Beach, that's just beautiful with the blue sky out there. Even our Dolphins camera, our All-In Credit Union camera down at the bottom there. Looking good with the blue sky and also more comfortable temperatures out there today. Again, those temperatures have been going up pretty quickly. It's 65 degrees in Mobile right now, 61 in D'Iberville, 68 down at Orange Beach. That's good. So Daphne right now, I should say, the Interstate 10 Bayway and the skyline looking fine this morning. Temperatures in the 60s, of course, with a few more clouds by the afternoon, so you'll notice that. Navigator Credit Union camera, this is Battleship Memorial Park. Notice that wind direction there on the flag. It's out of the south, so southerly wind direction bringing in kind of milder air for us here. Temperatures again up in the 60s for us. Mostly sunny, becoming partly cloudy later, becoming mostly cloudy late tonight. Temperatures again, 60 now in Monroeville, 63 in Bay Minette, 66 in Mobile, 68 in Gulf Shores. Today's forecast this afternoon takes us all the way up to around 70 degrees, so a milder one. But then overnight tonight, the temperatures do drop into the 50s as rain is falling across the Fox 10 viewing area. Not expecting any severe weather, not expecting any big thunderstorms. It's just a rain event, but that rain event will be pushing through by the time we wake up on our Wednesday. Then the Wednesday afternoon is going to be cooler. These numbers that you see here happen early. Then through the evening time, we have temperatures that start to go down, and it is going to be chilly by tomorrow night. But tomorrow afternoon, there you see 60s and 50s for our temperatures. Here's a quick look at Futurecast. We'll get you oriented on what this looks like here. It's a front passing through, and you see the rain that happens here. This is early on Wednesday morning. This is 6 a.m. And that's when most of the rain will be falling across our area. The window of timing for rain is 10 p.m. essentially to 10 a.m., maybe all the way over to noon on our Wednesday. Then that clears out. So that's how we're shaking it up with our weather headlines today. Warmer today, change in our forecast, then rain tonight into Wednesday morning, then cooler weather after the rain. Long range forecast does look a bit warmer though, so it's kind of up and down with these temperatures. Have a lot to talk about. I'll have the details coming up.
Nick, thank you. In our headlines today, the midterms are right around the corner, and President Trump said Monday he wants to nationalize elections, something Democratic lawmakers say is a non-starter. Fox News correspondent Madeline Rivera reports from Washington.
If this doesn't concern the heck out of every American, it sure as hell should.
Democrats on Capitol Hill are sounding the alarm following new moves on voting security by the Trump administration. On Monday, the president suggested letting the feds run the upcoming midterm elections. He said in part, quote, "We should take over the voting in at least 15 places," adding the Republicans ought to nationalize the voting. Democrats claim that's part of an ongoing power grab by the White House.
It's very worrisome about what their intentions are in the next election.
The new controversy comes as lawmakers from both parties are asking questions about the recent FBI raid on a Board of Elections warehouse in Georgia. On Monday, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard admitted in a letter to Congress that President Trump, quote, specifically directed her to be present, and she put the president in direct contact with agents in charge of the raid.
What was she doing there? This is Donald Trump's attempt to continue his crazy story about how he won the 2020 election.
Administration officials say there was nothing wrong with the president's request, claiming Democrats are politicizing an issue that should be left to the courts.
This administration coordinates everything we do as a group, and so I think her presence shouldn't be there shouldn't be questioned.
The Justice Department is asking a number of Democrat-led states to turn over their voter rolls to create a national voter file. In Washington, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.
Meanwhile, the House is set to hold a key procedural vote on a massive government funding bill to end the partial government shutdown. House leaders, including Speaker Mike Johnson, addressing the main issues this morning in the $1.2 trillion spending package, which includes potential changes for ICE, the agency that enforces the nation's immigration laws. Most Democrats oppose the measure over its extension of Homeland Security funding, including immigration enforcement operations. In the meantime, Russian forces launching a massive attack on Ukraine overnight, injuring several people and dealing another blow to Kyiv's power supply. The strikes coming after a brief truce in energy attacks following a request from President Trump. But Moscow says that ended on Sunday, and now thousands of Ukrainian families have been left without heat in frigid temperatures.
All day long, there is no electricity, no way to cook food for the kids. Pretty much everyone is in this situation.
And the attack comes just one day before the next round of three-way talks involving the U.S., Ukraine, and Russia. They are set to take place tomorrow and Thursday in Abu Dhabi. But after a year of efforts, negotiators are still searching for agreements on key issues, including who will keep Ukrainian land currently occupied by Russia. And a federal judge in D.C. is maintaining temporary protected status for Haitians for now. TPS lets them live and work in the U.S. due to crises in their homelands. The Trump administration is now trying to terminate the TPS designation for Haiti, saying conditions there have improved. Judge Anna Reyes is blocking that effort while a legal battle plays out. She accuses Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem of failing to ensure Haiti is safe enough for nationals to return. DHS says TPS isn't a de facto asylum program. Well, meanwhile, the search for the 84-year-old mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie near Tucson, Arizona, is only growing more desperate this morning. Investigators believe she was taken from her home against her will and fear her life may be in jeopardy. Fox's Rebecca Castor has the very latest details.
Investigators say it's a race against time to find Nancy Guthrie. The Pima County Sheriff's Office says the elderly mother of Savannah Guthrie was abducted from her Arizona home overnight Saturday and may have been harmed in the process.
She did not leave on her own. We know that.
There were circumstances on scene that we believe are suspicious in nature, I think is the best way to put it.
While the Sheriff's Office is staying tight-lipped about the crime scene, the LA Times reports investigators found blood inside the home and signs of forced entry. The sheriff did note that Guthrie's wallet and phone were left behind, as well as vital medication. He says not taking it could be fatal for Guthrie.
We need to find her, and time is very critical.
Overnight, Savannah posted online calling her mom a woman of deep conviction, adding, "We believe in prayer, we believe in voices raised in unison, in love and hope. We believe in humanity. Above all, we believe in him. Bring her home." At this point, the sheriff says nothing indicates Nancy Guthrie was targeted because of her daughter's high-profile job, but other experts believe that may be in play.
You always look at what the cops are saying and what they're not saying. Yeah. They're not telling the other elderly folks in that community or in this state there to be careful, to lock your doors, keep your lights on, stay in touch with a loved one.
Investigators are reviewing security cameras from Guthrie's home, and the sheriff is asking neighbors for any footage they may have. Rebecca Castor, Fox News.
And locally now, another urgent search continues, this time for a mother and her two children after they were reported missing from their home in Theodore. Please take a good look at your screen right now. This is Aurelia Chalk, 17-year-old Nirika Zuleta Chalk, and 2-year-old Anthony Garcia Chalk. Investigators tell us the mother and two kids were last seen Friday afternoon around 3 o'clock, and they were at their home on Ben Hamilton Road. Deputies say there was no sign of forced entry into the house, but the sheriff says their disappearance is pretty suspicious, with signs of a struggle found inside the home.
There was blood throughout the house, but not large quantities of blood. There was obviously some kind of struggle based on the scene. There were, the mattress was gone. There was clothes, throughout the bedroom that appeared to be dumped out, and hampers missing.
And the Mobile County Sheriff's Office, FBI, and Homeland Security are involved in this investigation. The 2-year-old's father was questioned, but is not a person of interest at this time. If you think you know anything about their disappearance, call the Mobile County Sheriff's Office right away. In the meantime, a McIntosh teen is being called a hero after rescuing his family from a fire. 18-year-old Trail Robinson woke up just before 5 a.m. yesterday morning to charge his phone. Well, that's when he smelled smoke and saw his house on fire. Flames spread from the front of the mobile home on Dixon Lane, and his entire family, including 2 toddlers, were fast asleep inside.
Then I just smelled smoke. I looked back, we was on fire. I was like, man, the house on fire, everybody get up. I ran, got the baby, ran outside, everybody was at the crib. I'm just real glad that I was there because I feel like if nobody else was in there, they wouldn't even got up. I'm just glad everybody's safe and came out there, we're still alive.
The cause of the fire remains under investigation this morning, and if you would like to help the family, we have more information inside this story on our website. That's fox10tv.com. 11:10 now, and happening right now, you're taking a live look at nearly 24 new officers taking an oath to protect your community. Right now, we are looking inside Cottage Hill Baptist Church, where several families are watching their loved ones pin on a badge for the first time. The ceremony just getting started right now. 20 new Mobile police officers are graduating today. They've spent 14 weeks training for everything from traffic stops to active shooter situations. Mobile PD says these officers will help fully staff patrol shifts, meaning faster response times when you and your family call 911. 13 other recruits will join departments across the area, including Foley, Loxley, Summerdale, Citronelle, Saraland, Pritchard, and of course the Mobile County Sheriff's Office. We also want to mention Mayor Spiro Charagadis is in attendance as well today, his first ceremony since becoming mayor of Mobile. Fox 10's Stephen Moody is here today as well, and we'll have a full report tonight on Fox 10 News at 5. And straight ahead on Fox 10 Midday, the winter storm dumped inches of snow everywhere on the eastern part of the U.S. We are taking a look back at the relief efforts. Plus, the SS United States is still sitting in Mobile Bay, but for how much longer? We will let you know. Before we go, let's check in with Nick.
And some warmer weather here on our Tuesday, but it looks like by Thursday, colder weather does return. Highs only in the low 50s there on Thursday. The long-range forecast, though, is promising. So we have a lot to talk about. I have everything that you need to know temperature-wise. Also, that rain chance tonight coming up after this.
Welcome back into Fox 10 Midday. It's officially been a week after ice storms crippled several states. And this morning, still thousands of families are in the dark and in the cold. In fact, our neighbors in Tennessee and Mississippi were hit the hardest. Baldwin EMC and Riviera Utilities workers traveled to Oxford, Mississippi just a week ago, and they're still there this morning working around the clock to restore electricity there. But that's not all. Other groups are helping out too. The United Cajun Navy deployed throughout the South, and Foundation Unites is using drones to find people in danger.
It's the drone overflights to make sure no one's in any cold dwellings, and then also keeping tabs on where those down power lines are and when they come back up so we can notify people that these routes are open and safe again.
Foundation Unites says some members of their team are still in Tennessee helping out with supplies and other resources. And if you're watching this and you want to help, you can donate on our website, fox10tv.com, and find more information there.
This is Jackson, Mississippi right now, where it is raining. So they're dealing with rain showers. This is associated with our next front. Eventually, we will be dealing with rain showers here not too long from now. We have to wait a little bit, though. It's a warm day today with partly cloudy skies. Clouds moving in later on today. In fact, tonight it'll be mostly cloudy. Then rain happens tonight, starting inland and moving from northwest to southeast. And through Wednesday morning, it clears up by Wednesday midday. After this, cooler weather moves into the Fox 10 viewing area. Rain chances go up tonight. 80% there and 70% on Wednesday. That's for the first half of the day. Very early, then things clear out. No rain chance at the end of the day. We're getting right to Futurecast, the HRRR model, high-res model showing you what we're expecting. Increasing cloud cover late today. You can see at 6 p.m. it's a mainly cloudy look for places like Leakesville, Chatham, Jackson, Grove Hill, and Thomasville. You could even be getting in on some rain at this point at 6. Then by 10 o'clock here, the rain starts to move closer to the Interstate 65 corridor. By 3 a.m., it's raining across much of the Fox 10 viewing area. This is light rain. We're not expecting any big thunderstorms. However, there could be 1 or 2 rumbles of thunder at the immediate coast. We are also not expecting severe weather. 6 a.m. on your Wednesday, starting your Wednesday with rain across a good chunk of our region. Be ready for it. Grab the rain gear as you're heading out the door, especially if you have to head out the door around times like 7 or 8 o'clock. But you'll be able to switch that out for just a jacket by the end of the day as cooler weather moves in and the rain moves out. This is 3 p.m. and you'll notice a bit of a chill at this point, partly to mostly cloudy skies, a northwesterly wind. That northwesterly wind is cooler. Then by 8 o'clock, it's mostly cloudy and we're definitely feeling a bit cooler. So be prepared for that on Wednesday. However, for today, on our Tuesday, warm temperatures in the afternoon, getting up into the 60s here under plenty of sunshine. In fact, some locations could get all the way up to around 70 degrees, 70 in Leakesville and Lucedale, 70 in Calvert, 67 in Mobile, 65 in Fairhope. This evening, and cloud cover increases, temperatures in the 50s. It'll likely be in the 50s when the rain falls overnight tonight. Then here's tomorrow morning, daybreak temperatures here in the 50s, 52 degrees in Mobile, 56 in Pensacola. One cool thing about this long range forecast, this is really our only big front, and it's not an Arctic blast. Temperatures on Thursday morning and Friday morning get close to freezing, and that's about it. Temperatures actually go above average in the long range forecast at the end of next week. We have morning temperatures in the 50s and afternoon temperatures in the 70s. It should feel a little bit more spring-like almost by this period, especially if this forecast verifies. We had a trend in the models down yesterday with the numbers, but they trended back up this morning out of the morning forecast package. So you can see here trending them up day by day. It looks like this period here of February will be just a bit milder. It's good news for our parade forecast. On Thursday, it's going to be a chilly one. This is Order of Polka Dots, 49 degrees. But on the eastern shore and in Mobile on Friday, we're going to have temperatures in the 50s. Clear, pleasant, cool, nice for all of these parades. And our Saturday parade outlook is stunning. If you have weekend plans, we have plenty of weekend events going on. This is about as good of a forecast as it gets. Mostly sunny, 68 degrees on Saturday, 70 degrees on Sunday. So be prepared for that nice weather for whatever weekend plans you have. Reminder though, Wednesday morning, you'll need the rain gear as we're expecting rain as a cold front passes. And then by the end of the day, a jacket as cooler weather moves in.
Great to know there, Nick. Thank you. Well, we have a big update on the SS United States this morning. The world famous ship, currently docked in Mobile, is getting ready for a brand new life. Okaloosa County officials announced the goal is for the historic vessel to leave Mobile in April. And her destination, 22 miles west off Destin Fort Walton Beach. There, she'll become the world's largest artificial reef. And for the past year, crews have been working hard to prepare the ship. That included safely removing 200 fuel and oil tanks. Okaloosa County spokesperson Nick Tomachek says it's a new chapter.
We understand the history surrounding this vessel. While some folks did not want to see her sink, this is part of the next generation, the next phase of the SS United States life, and she's going to be enjoyed by divers, anglers, and enthusiasts for years to come.
And if you want to see that process happen, Okaloosa County plans to stream the reefing live on the Destin Fort Walton Beach YouTube channel. There will also be in-person viewing parties in Okaloosa County and here in Mobile. And speaking of, Sarah Wall is taking a more in-depth look at the SSUS, which includes the timeline for, again, when it might be leaving, the plans for the ship, and how you can watch it as it goes. In Depth with Sarah Wall, SS United States, is available right now on the Fox 10 Gulfstream TV app and, of course, on our Fox 10 Facebook page. It's 11:22 on your Tuesday. Still to come, a follow-up to a story we brought you here on Midday just a couple of weeks ago. a firefighter finally gets to meet the dog he saved from an icy lake. The heartwarming story when we come back. Welcome back. A St. Louis firefighter got to visit a memorable life he saved just a couple of weeks ago. Well, her name is Piper, and she's a dog who fell through some ice. Melanie Johnson has the sweet story.
We got you, Bubba. A dog trapped under frozen waters on one of the coldest days in January.
Paddle back, I got him.
The call came in as a dog in distress.
The dog was pretty cold, so she wasn't moving a whole lot.
When St. Louis firefighter Private Gary Zarbo and his partner arrived, they realized they were not just fighting the clock, they were fighting the freeze. The single-digit temperature so brutal, it forced the crew to pivot to Plan B on this icy lake in O'Fallon Park.
Motor wouldn't start on the boat because it was so cold, so we just grabbed paddles and went to Plan B and paddled out and picked her up. I got him.
Braving the cold temperatures and uncertainty of the ice, this was this firefighter's first rescue mission on the ice in his 12-year career.
We always prepare for the worst. I mean, we put ice suits on, we get ready to go. Come on, big guy.
The rescue, less than a minute, watched close to 9 million times on social media.
I saw the video. I goes, that's my dog.
Eddie Simmons Jr.'s dog, Piper, had been missing for 14 days. The retired city police officer desperately searching for her after she escaped out of his North City fence.
This lady right here just wants to run. I was getting ready for work. My phone rings, animal patrol said, hey, we got your dog.
On Monday, Piper and the firefighter met again.
Yeah, whole face full of ice last time I saw you.
Reunited on dry land.
Thanks again, man. I appreciate it. Man, I appreciate it.
The two first responders sharing a bond to serve and now a furry friend.
We're just in a field where you want to help.
Piper, a reminder for this firefighter turned hero of the why behind his uniform.
We deal with so much on this job that some people that you can't ever unsee, that days like today make you feel good about what you do.
Such a precious reunion there, and we are so thankful for all of the first responders working in overtime all across the nation, especially right now. Well, coming up, Doritos and Lay's are going to be just a little cheaper. We have that story and more in your business news. Plus, are you looking to buy a car sometime soon? Well, we have some tips on what to look out for and how to handle the purchase financially in this week's Make Ends Meet. The details only on Fox 10 Midday.
Committed to you. This is Fox 10 Midday.
Welcome back. It's 11:30 and time for your half-hour headlines on your Tuesday. First today, prominent Democrats Bill and Hillary Clinton agreed to testify in the investigation of Jeffrey Epstein. The Clintons agreed to appear for depositions or mutually agreed upon dates about their alleged ties to the late financier. House Oversight Committee Chair James Comer says he has yet to receive anything in writing and has not ruled out moving forward with criminal contempt charges. Those charges could lead to fines or even incarceration if they pass through the House and are successfully prosecuted by the Justice Department. And then Planned Parenthood drops its legal battle against the Trump administration over Medicaid cuts. The nonprofit organization has been fighting to block part of President Trump's tax bill since July in an attempt to prevent the administration from cutting off Medicaid funding to clinics all across the country. This decision to dismiss the lawsuit comes after a federal appeals court ruled back in December that the administration could continue to withhold Medicaid funding. And finally, the Consumer Product Safety Commission says nearly 150,000 bottles of these MindBody Greens Ultimate Multivitamin Plus dietary supplements are being recalled. Those behind me now. The agency says the products contain iron and are required to be placed in child-resistant packaging. The recalled products were sold online at mindbodygreen.com from November 2021 to November 2025. Now, the CPSC says there have been no reported incidents or injuries related to this recall. People impacted by it are urged to keep the product out of sight from kids and to contact MindBody Green for a free child resistance replacement cap. And then in your business headlines today, a new era is happening at Disney. More jobs data delayed. Elon Musk puts his rocket and AI companies under one roof, and Nintendo sales soar. Plus, you could be saving a little on some brand name snacks. Here's Fox's CJ Papa.
Mickey Mouse has a new boss. Disney has selected a new CEO who will take over for Bob Iger March 18th. Josh D'Amaro is the head of Disney's Experiences unit, which includes theme parks, consumer products, cruise ships, and video games. He is only the 9th person to lead Disney in its 102-year history. The Job Openings and Labor Turnover Survey, also known as the JOLTS Report, which was scheduled to be released today, has been postponed, along with the monthly employment report because of the partial government shutdown. Elon Musk is merging his AI startup xAI with his rocket and satellite internet business, SpaceX. The combined company is valued at $1.25 trillion. Nintendo's profit jumped 23% in the holiday quarter, helped by demand for its Switch 2 console. Nintendo says higher prices for memory chips are so far not having a major impact on its earnings. And PepsiCo is cutting prices by as much as 15% on some of its brands, including Lay's potato chips and Cheetos. The Wall Street Journal says the change follows pushback from consumers complaining prices are too high. CJ Papa, Fox News.
Pensacola Beach, that's the place to be today. You can even sit on the beach for a little while because temperatures are up. Now, the water temperatures are not. Water temperatures are way down in the low 50s, but that is a nice view. That is the place to be today. And our other camera view showing you a really nice picture. That is one of the most vibrant blues I have seen from that camera at Battleship Memorial Park. See Interstate 10 there from our East Georgia Hyundai camera. That one in a nice view as well. And then also our Dolphins camera looking down towards Mardi Gras Park. A nice view. So temperatures are getting up there a little bit. This is definitely an improvement if you like the warmer weather. Temperatures eventually going to get up into around 70 degrees, but you see plenty of folks in the 60s right now. 68 degrees, or 66 degrees in Mobile, 68 degrees in Gulf Shore, 64 in Pensacola. If you are stepping outside, really comfortable weather. You could even get away with short sleeves or a very, very, very light jacket because the wind's out of the south, the sun is out there, not feeling bad. Tomorrow morning, though, things change. And look at this here. You have temperatures in the 50s. We're going to have rain falling tomorrow morning. So rain falling, temperatures in the 50s. You can see what kind of day it's going to start out to be. I'd recommend a jacket and the rain gear for the start of the day because you'll need the jacket by the afternoon. So our weather headlines show warmer weather today, then rain falling tonight into Wednesday morning, cooler weather after the rain. Let's talk rain here with rain chances over the next 5 days. Highest over the next couple of days here. This is really our only significant rain chance in the long range forecast. That's it. So it is going to be a slightly drier period that we're about to get into, but warm today, then those rain chances go up tonight. In fact, if you are inland, places like Coffeyville, Thomasville, you are going to get rain as early as around 10 o'clock tonight. And you can see this here in modeling. This is 5:30 p.m. and you can see how counties just outside the Fox 10 viewing area, Choctaw, Wayne counties, getting in on some of the rain. Then you can see around 10 o'clock, there we are now, Monroe County, Clark, Washington, Greene County, George County, northern Mobile County, even getting in on light sprinkles here. So as early as 10 o'clock tonight. Then through the overnight hours into the morning, you see where the rain is falling here. It's light. The only places I think would deal with thunderstorms will be right here just at the immediate coast. And I say thunderstorms very loosely. It might be a rumble of thunder or two. Then by 9 o'clock in the morning, northwest Florida is the focus point for the rain. We're getting out and getting done with the rain by around noon, and then the cooler weather comes in. That's why I say recommending jackets for the end of the day. You have a northerly wind, a northwesterly wind blowing in, so it is going to feel just a bit cooler. Not a ton of rain out of this, half an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch of rain. That's all we're really expecting over the next 7 days. The long range forecast does show after a cooler spell on Thursday, high only 52 degrees, temperatures actually go above average. And you know, you like the 70s? Want almost some spring-like weather? You get that next week with partly to mostly sunny skies and temperatures in the 70s. In fact, the long-range outlook February 11th through the 17th from the Climate Prediction Center shows warmer than average temperatures expected. So if you like some warmer weather, it does look like it is on the way. The parade forecasts, we have multiple parades. The parade's starting at 2 p.m. on Saturday. 68 degrees, mostly sunny. I think it's a good day to go to a parade. Also Sunday looking good with a high around 70 degrees. So get out there and enjoy the rest of the week after this rain chance. It is going to be cool on Thursday, but this weekend, ooh, it is looking nice.
All right, great news there, because if you are looking for something fun to do this week close to home, the 2026 Mardi Gras season continues in downtown Mobile. The fun picks back up on Thursday night with the Order of Polka Dots at 6:30. Then on Friday, Order of Incas and Order of Chaos will entertain parade goers at 6:30 p.m. Then over in Baldwin County, Apollo's Mystic Ladies will roll at 6:45 p.m. That's happening in Daphne on Friday. And of course, you can keep up with all things Mardi Gras with our free Fox 10 Float Tracker app. It lets you know where the start of the parade is at any point. You'll also find full parade routes, schedules, and most importantly, weather forecasts. The Fox 10 Float Tracker app is available right now. You can find it in the Apple app and Google Play stores. Buying a car may be one of the most important and costly purchases you ever make. But even if you want a fast car, you should avoid making a speedy deal. Don Gies talked with an expert with 4 decades of experience in the auto industry to help you face today's car buying market and still make ends meet.
New or used, when you're trying to navigate what car you'll decide to drive off the lot, it can be intimidating. It can also be more costly than it needs to be if you don't do it right.
Realistically, we as a society are just not real good at negotiating things.
Reshevska is co-founder of CarEdge, a leading consumer platform dedicated to empowering car shoppers to make confident, informed, and financially savvy decisions.
We don't feel comfortable having to negotiate things because we don't normally do it on a daily basis.
When buying a car, what you don't know could hurt you.
The first thing every buyer needs to do is they need to really sit down and understand what their budget is. I can't hammer this nail hard enough. It really has to come down to what people can afford.
New data from online automotive inventory and information resource guide Edmunds found monthly payments for new vehicles climbed to the highest levels ever recorded.
We recommend when it comes to buying a car that you set aside no more than 10% of your gross monthly income towards the car.
That includes the monthly car payment, insurance, and maintenance. Shevska said, don't forget about depreciation, 10 to 20% in the first year.
If you're not putting a lot of money down, then what that indicates is that you're going to be the proud possessor of negative equity at some point in time if you try to trade that vehicle in.
When it comes to financing a vehicle, Edmunds Resource Guide found 7-year loans are becoming more common with inflation, high debt, economic pressure from tariffs, rising car costs, and high interest rates. It may feel more comfortable,
but the longer you finance a vehicle, the greater amount of interest you're going to be paying back. You want to try and go for the shortest possible term so you're paying back the least amount of interest.
It's not all bad news for car buyers. The longer the car sits on the lot, the more expensive it becomes for the dealership.
They don't pay cash for their cars. They're financing their cars just like you would be.
It will take a little homework for you, but inspect the door jamb sticker for the manufacturer date. Look for dealer stickers or the vehicle history reports.
An average car today is probably costing the dealership between $350 and $500 a month in interest that they're paying to the bank to have it sit there.
The longer that car sits on the lot, the more motivated the dealer may become.
And they will take a lower profit deal in order to make that car go away.
Watch out for add-ons like extended warranties, tire protection, and more. Think about what you need, not what you want, and better yet, what you can afford. Before you sign on the dotted line, check all the paperwork. If it's high pressure, you can walk away. And don't pay the price for something that doesn't feel right. Helping you make ends meet. I'm Dawn G.
11:43 now, and straight ahead, a pooch pirate theft was caught on camera. We have that video. Plus, McDonald's is trying to up your Valentine's Day with a new caviar kit. Nick and I will tell you what it's all about in your Midday Talkers next. Welcome back. One popular fast food chain is hoping you fall in love with its new luxury item all ahead of Valentine's Day.
McDonald's says it's releasing a McNugget caviar kit for free, exclusively online.
So the kit comes with a 1-ounce tin of McNugget caviar, a $25 gift card, chicken McNuggets, crème fraîche, that's how you say it in French, and mother of pearl spoon.
Fans will have a chance to win at McNuggetCaviar.com beginning February 10th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 10 o'clock Central.
All right, if this is your thing, the kit is available while supplies last. And McDonald's says the luxury meal is inspired by a viral dish served at the U.S. Open last August.
I remember
Count me
this.
out. I do, but count me out.
Count you out.
I don't like caviar. It's not my thing.
Don't?
I don't know. Do you like caviar?
Yes, I actually do.
You have fine, exquisite taste, my friend.
It's just fun to me.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
It's cool.
When I found out what it was for the first time, I was like, it feels off. I don't know. Interesting. All right. Well, a pair of pooch pirates caught on camera swiping a package off a front porch here.
Yes, you heard correctly. These thieves are not humans, they're dogs.
And this video shared by Oklahoma City Police shows one dog walking up to a home in broad daylight and swiping the package.
Another dog then walks up, and then the two walk off.
The package filled with drill bits was later found all torn up.
Police say the dogs, if found, are facing multiple charges, including conspiracy to commit snack theft, positively impersonating master thieves, and being ferociously adorable.
Nick did not make up those puns, by the way. They were on the script.
No, they were.
Don't give him credit where it's due.
But I did make up the news anchor serious voice for that.
Yeah, you did. You have it down pat. You really do. 10 out of 10 from me. Okay, U.S. skiing star Lindsey Vonn says an injury won't stop her from competing in the Olympics starting Sunday. This is great news.
Yeah, I heard about this. Listen to the wording here. So the 41-year-old said she has a ruptured ACL in her left knee, but Vonn says she feels stable when she skis with a brace.
Wow, yeah, the injury stems from her recent crash in Crans, Montana. We talked about this last week.
Vonn currently leads the World Cup downhill standings, so best of luck.
Yeah.
A challenge there. It's going to be something to watch in the Winter Olympics here. Keep an eye on that because that'll be something.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch the Winter Olympics.
I love her. She's incredible. It'll be fun to see her on the slopes, but I hope she's careful because an ACL is no joke.
Yes.
So, yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about what we're seeing outside right now. This is Dauphin Island. Wow, blue sky, nice water out there. Temperatures are warmer today. Now, does the warmth last? I heard we're getting back to freezing. We'll talk about it coming up.
Listen to this story here. A pair of nail-biting near misses caught on camera are reminding drivers that slow down and move over isn't just a catchy cautionary phrase. In many places, it's the law. Jeremy Roth has these stories in today's Take a Look at This.
A pair of crazy caught-on-cam close calls underscore the perils of winter weather driving and how important it is to slow down and move over. In Tennessee, a highway patrol trooper had pulled over one speeding vehicle when another plowed into the parked patrol unit, nearly pinning the trooper between the stopped car and the guardrail. He was able to narrowly avoid serious injury, but the vehicles involved were in bad shape, a situation that might have been avoided if the driver had slowed down and moved over. In Nebraska, the state patrol says troopers were dealing with stranded motorists when an out-of-control car careened through the scene and struck the stopped vehicle, sending troopers diving for safety. No injuries were reported, and the patrol said slick conditions contributed to the incident, but still reminded viewers to slow down and move over. Are we seeing a pattern here? Hey, it keeps happening, so I'm going to keep on saying it. Over in rural Virginia, no amount of slowing down or moving over was enough to keep an escaped kangaroo from obstructing traffic, which begs the question, what in the Sam Hill is a kangaroo doing in rural Virginia? Well, however it ended up there, the Nelson County Sheriff's Office says it got loose, made its way onto a busy road, and sustained minor injuries before deputies corralled it and got it back to its owner. The animal is expected to make a full recovery. Finally, how this Florida mouse was able to recover after going full throttle on a wheel at the Brevard Zoo is beyond me. The zoo shared the Dinky Daredevil's dizzying daring do on Facebook, saying the video wasn't sped up. The mouse is just that fast. It's certainly impressive, but in the interest of today's theme, if it were me, I'd slow down and move over. And probably barf. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
That mouse was just embracing it, I guess. They were like, we are on a wild ride. You know, that's a good life lesson. Just take life as it comes, you know?
Or you can go wheel, wheel, wheel around the wheel like that.
Yeah, no thanks. I would pass out.
That video looks sped up. That was awesome. All right, outside right now, temperatures are getting warmer out there. 65 degrees in Mobile, 61 D'Iberville, 68 in Orange Beach. So we're definitely getting up there with some milder temperatures. If you're heading out the door, it should be a comfortable afternoon. Also notice the winds. They're out of the south today. We haven't had that in a little while. So southerly winds will bring in some more moisture, a little humid air. You'll notice some clouds increasing by the end of the day today. So tomorrow, though, changes in our forecast. Today it's nice and warm. Tomorrow is going to be cooler. Temperatures mostly in the 50s. Why? Well, because they have a cold front that passes. And you can see this here in our futurecast. As early as 7 o'clock this evening, Highway 84 corridor, places also like Greene County, Washington County, getting in on some of the action with rain. Then overnight tonight, you'll notice the rain on your roof. Then early tomorrow morning, we also have rain showers with maybe a rumble of thunder at the immediate coast. All of this exits, and by the end of the day on Wednesday, it is a cooler feel. See those clouds blowing in? I don't have the wind turned on this, but there's a decent northerly wind that happens there as well, so it'll be feeling a little chilly. So rainfall over the next 7 days takes us around half an inch, maybe a quarter of an inch. So it's really not a lot with this system. I think the highest totals will probably be in the southern half of our area where some of the more convective storms happens, or meaning the chance for thunderstorms. Thunderstorms will drop a little heavier rain than just the light to moderate rain, even though the thunderstorms that we're expecting tomorrow are not big. In fact, there's going to be pretty weak, so light to moderate rain is kind of the big thing. No severe weather issues. A good news forecast for us, though, if you like warmer weather in the long range. Temperatures going up into the 70s, and in fact, that long range temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center does show temperatures above average. So we reflect that in our 7-day forecast. Do you like the 70s?
Love it.
Well,
just going up. It's beautiful to me.
Will it go up forever? We'll see. We might get
Down
a
here, you
shot
never
right
know.
now.
All right, well, thank you for watching Fox 10 Midday. We'll see you Fox 10 Live at 3 in a few hours.